everyone, welcome to another Java and Journeys with Jillian. This journey is one that I am very glad to be taking because I got the heck out of Florida. As many of you all know, Hurricane Milton came through. At this point, this is the day after the hurricane. I felt very mixed filming anything because honestly, this is the very first major hurricane I've ever experienced that moved through Central Florida. As many of you all know, I've been in Florida now for close to a year, and a lot of people who are from Florida or who have lived in Florida for a long time are very used to the hurricanes, and it doesn't faze them. Y'all, I was terrified. I was scared. I'm not going to lie. And it has just been a very stressful past couple of days. So I am just happy to get out. I'm okay. My family's okay, which is great. But it was just a very stressful experience. So I'll show you all here. We are actually going to Nashville right now. And here are all these like barbecue pits right outside of Buc-ee's. It's pretty late in the evening. We spent some time cleaning up. We also had some power issues. So it's just been a long day. It's been a very stressful day. So I'm excited to go into Buc-ee's because I've heard so much about it. And this has actually been one of my bucket list items to do should I ever travel to see my mom who lives in Nashville. So I'm looking forward to seeing her and seeing her place because I've never been to see her new place. I've been to Nashville plenty of times before. I have friends that live in Nashville. So let's go into Buc-ee's and check it out. And ironically enough, not that I planned this, I am wearing a Buc-ee's shirt that my husband actually picked up for me during one of his road trips. So, but right now I'm wearing a hoodie because it's actually cool enough. I'm like, this weather is giving me all the feels. Y'all, it is pretty late. I'm actually shocked to see it this busy, but there are a lot of people, and I'll talk a little bit more about this. I don't know, either in this video or a separate one about just like the experience, but there are a lot of people that are like just a stream of cars that are going back into Florida. So a lot of people that are stopping off right now to, you know, grab some food as they're heading either back to Florida, or some people who may be traveling out like me, if maybe you're just feeling a little bit over it, but more people were trying to travel back. So I really hope that those that have been impacted by Milton, that you are doing okay, because what a very stressful time to be in the state of Florida. I am loving all the fall decoration. This is just like what I need right now. I need to just get my head out of hurricane mode, and this is giving me all the feels. Oh, I like the pumpkin everything. Those are pretty. How much are those, Whitney? $20. That's not bad. I may pick up a couple of those.
Oh, look at these too.
And as many of you all know, I've been on this journey to try to decorate our house for the fall. And at some point, when I make it back home, I will definitely show a separate video on that and just what we've done. So I'm excited to see some of the fall decor. And look at some of the Christmas merch here at Buc-ee's. Although my heart is still in the fall. Whitney and I have seen a lot of cute Christmassy decorations, especially at Hobby Lobby, that we've taken you all through that adventure. And I feel like I'm a day late and a dollar short because people are now starting to get ready for Christmas, and I'm just like, nope. Wow. Well, it's cool enough here to get away with that.
Yeah.
Y'all, it is like, I think like 58 degrees. That is too cute. And I am loving every minute of it. I am wearing my Nike hoodie. Oh my gosh. Santa Buc-ee. Very cute. But I am just excited to be in a hoodie. Oh, I like the cup. Not that I need another one, but it's very cute. Georgia.
Oh, did I not get that one? I can't remember.
What does that one look like?
This.
Oh yeah, Buc-ee's, Georgia.
I got the shirt. Oh yeah, I do have the shirt. First, you think Buc-ee.
Oh, it's very cute. Greetings from Georgia. Oh, that's very cute. They have these oversized pajamas. I feel like these look so cozy if you just want to lounge around, of course, like your house. And then, of course, I know some people roll their eyes. Some of these shirts I find hilarious, but they have this one here back behind, I think kind of like the Lord's section, the Lord's humor. Don't try me, try Jesus. Let me tell you something. Sometimes you just want to let people know, please do not try me. But you can try Jesus. We'll see how far that takes you. You gotta let these hoes know what's up. Don't try me, try the Lord. Y'all, I'm clearly tired. Oh yeah, the holiday socks are cute. So I don't know that I've told you all, I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia, so I have a lot of family that live in Georgia. My mom currently lives in Nashville, Tennessee, but born and raised in Atlanta. And so it's kind of cool to be back in Georgia and just hanging out, because it's been a while since I have really spent time in Georgia and Tennessee, because I have been on the West Coast for like the past 12 years. So it's nice to be back and get the southern feel. So let's keep looking around here at Buc-ee's. I do like the hat. I like that gray hat with the pink band. What does it say? Bell bottom?
Bottom country.
I do like the colors, and I like the font.
Yeah.
You think it's a little too southern?
Yeah, it's a little too country.
A little too country light? I don't know. I kind of like the bell bottom country. Lainey Wilson. I have never listened to Lainey Wilson, so I can't get that, because I feel like I have a policy about buying shirts that have bands or songs if I am unfamiliar with the artist or the song. No matter the font, no matter how cute the style is, I will not get it because I feel too much like a poser. That's cute. Miss Bexe, believe. Oh, yeah, that's very nice. I may have to pick up one of these too, just to have it in preparation.
Some lucky Christmas cups.
Yeah, I like the Buc-ee's Christmas cup. I feel like I just have so many cups.
Oh, I got dog treats. You got big cookies.
Oh yeah, let's check out some of the dog treats.
Oh, Franken dog.
Oh, that's cute. Maybe we'll pick up something for Miley. Oh yeah, very cute. Oh, look at these. Check out all of these dog treats, and Miley is traveling with us, so she would probably love any of these. So we'll probably have to come back and get one of these for her when we're ready to check out. Right now we're just getting a lay of the land to figure out what things we want to buy. I love how they have all this pet stuff. So if you're traveling with your pet, look at these, like,
They have dog peanut butter cups.
oh, nice. And like measuring cup for your dog food, collapsible dog bowl. This is really nice, especially if you have your pet and you have forgotten something, or maybe a leash is broken.
Dog beds.
Pet clothes. Buc-ee's is like, we are here to get all of your coins, and I love it. Well, it looks like more like shirts and like shoes and things around the back. And here's some magnets. Oh, I like this green Georgia magnet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to get one of those. So we also collect magnets that represent the places we have visited or spent time in. Oh, I'm loving this.
Sweet tea candy bites.
There's nothing like some good old Southern sweet tea.
Sweet as a Georgia peach.
We are going to keep walking around, making our way through. Oh yes, this is like the hunting section. Not a big hunter, but it's cool that, again, they just have a lot of options that fits like everyone's needs. So I'm probably going to skip past this section. Oh yeah, this is nice, like the coolers if you're out and about. And as we make our way back, we're of course going to check out the food. I'm going to try not to be too obtrusive, so I don't want to really get in anyone's way. But yeah, Buc-ee's has a lot of nice apparel that meets any of your needs or your fur baby's needs. Wearable blanket, like a Snuggie. Oh my gosh.
Comes with a meeting, so it's for kids.
Yeah, for your kiddos. Love the Buc-ee's hat.
Oh Lord, look at these.
More onesies.
The whole family.
Oh yeah, if you're into the whole like matching pajama situation. All right, let's get into some of the sweets over here.
Ooh, they feel pretty soft too.
You think you're gonna get some cookies?
Yeah, probably.
Those are the chocolate chips.
Yeah, chocolate chips. Oh, and the blended on that.
I think this is fudge, like assorted fudge.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know now. This white macadamia?
Uh-oh, white macadamia nut? Is that what that is?
Oh no, it's peanut butter cookies.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell from the top. It looks like
Yeah.
macadamia. So those are actually peanut butter cookies. Yeah, some of these look really good. And they're your
Yeah.
pralines. And then here you have all these different types of jerky. I'm not a huge jerky person, so I don't think I'll be trying any of these, but it's so awesome that they have so many different flavors if you are into beef jerky. Oh yeah. Kind of meat. And more jerky. So burritos would typically be in this section, but like I said, it is a little bit later in the evening. And of course, more pastry, more cookies.
Stuff in between.
Wow. Yeah, that pecan bar looks really good. And as you can see, that one looks like it's popular. Like the cinnamon rolls are insane how large they are. The scones look good. Are you gonna try cinnamon roll?
Oh no.
The cinnamon roll, I'm gonna be real, looks a little sus.
No, it's a little dry to me.
Looks a little bit on the dry side, but we don't know. Maybe it's not so. So that's a TBD. We're gonna try that. For the meats. Oh yeah.
Ready? Yeah, y'all good? Yeah.
I would not mind some brisket. Excuse me. And then typically they would have all these different types of sandwiches here. But again, like I said, it's later in the day, so you're not going to see a lot of that out right now. But this is what I really want to try from Buc-ee's. I don't know if I'm going to get a sandwich tonight because it is late. Oh, yeah. Should we go on the other side? Yeah. So the other side looks like the typical, foods that you would find at any type of like convenience store or gas station. Let's take a look, and then we are going to make some decisions and see what to get. I love how that guy was dancing. I think he feels more enthusiastic than I do. I'm a little tired, but it's cool to just see how massive Buc-ee's is. Oh yeah, so check this out. This is something that is a bit more interesting. Ooh. So they have some jellies back here. Prickly pear cactus jam. That sounds interesting. Jalapeno jelly, muscadine. Ooh, muscadine grape. I wonder if that's any good. That's very southern. Blueberry jalapeno. Along with some cheese puffs. It's interesting to put cheese puffs right here. I probably would have put something that complements the jelly. But yeah, Buc-ee's has a really cool assortment of trail mix, dried fruit, candy. So I may pick up some chocolate covered peanuts. I definitely do not like chocolate raisins. Oh gosh. Drop down in the comments if you love chocolate covered raisins. I can't with that. But I do see here some chocolate almonds, although it's no sugar added, so that's a no-go for me, but I'm sure they have some standard ones. That is what I'm interested in.
Chicken rub seasoning is pretty good.
Oh yeah. Seasonings, barbecue sauces.
I need barbecue rub. Pork and chicken. And it's all natural, no additives.
More pecans. Oh yeah, Buc-ee's has their own seasoning, so if you want to make your own kind of smoked meats, barbecue, definitely check it out. Yeah, so we see a few things that we may get into. Let's check out the tumblers over here.
The color changing ones too.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah.
Y'all, should I get these? You know, have some Starbucks ones. Maybe it'd be nice to mix it up and get some Buc-ees. Color changing cups.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like multicolored too.
But do they actually change colors? Because, you know, the Starbucks cups are a little, sometimes they change color, sometimes they don't.
Trays to eat off of.
Oh yeah, some trays, especially if you have your kids. Okay, so we are going to make a selection and I will follow up with you all to let you know what we end up getting. We are heading back to the car and I want to show you all just how massive Buc-ee's is. Like, you look at this incredibly large filling station. We're charging our car on the opposite side of Buc-ee's. And also what I think is cool is that they post their wages for those that are interested in applying for a job. And I think this is quite impressive salaries, especially if you live in this part of Georgia, because cost of living is going to be much more affordable, of course, much lower than if you were to compare it to, like, if you were living like in the city of Atlanta, for example. So I think that's pretty awesome that they post that and that they use that as a tool to hire great talent and people that would be excited to work for Buc-ee's. So while we were walking back, I'll chat it up with you all. So as I said, we're heading to Nashville. We still have many hours left in the journey. Probably another, I think, like 5. And of course we have to stop and charge. But I feel tired, but also very humble to, I think, be taking this trip. And, you know, I don't want to like dramatize what I went through with the hurricane, but it's just one of those things that you put into perspective. On our drive, there were a lot of utility vehicles, just utility vehicles upon utility vehicles heading further south into Tampa and those areas that have been impacted. And the devastation is real, y'all. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot to see. It's a lot to hear about. And again, I just hope that those of you all that maybe live in Florida, that you're able to keep yourself very safe and that you're doing okay. And if there's an opportunity, please look at different ways to donate if you would like to donate to those that need the relief that have been impacted by Helene as well as Milton, because to have to go through 2 back-to-back hurricanes on top of tornadoes, y'all. There were like 17 tornadoes, and tornadoes are not common to Florida. Now, someone who is native to Georgia, tornadoes are a bit more common here, but it is just shocking to see all of this happen. And again, to be a part of a hurricane, it was very scary. But anywho, we are heading toward the car and I'll check back in with you all shortly. Hey everyone, so as you can see here, it is almost 3 o'clock in the morning. We are in Calhoun, Georgia, charging the car. We're making a pit stop at another Buc-ee's. One benefit about having all this hair is that when you have your hood up, it makes for a great pillow. I drove for most of the first leg of the trip, which was when we were further south of Georgia. I pretty much drove from Florida up to that point. I then switched drivers. We're doing another driver swap. My sister's going to drive now. And then I just completely passed out. And I was not feeling super sleepy, so it just really hit me when I wasn't driving. Pro tip for those of you all who are thinking about traveling with an electric vehicle, or you're thinking about purchasing an electric vehicle as your permanent car, always tack on a few, like 2 to 3 hours, depending on where you're going, just for charging. For me, I don't mind that because it gives you an opportunity to make a pit stop, to check out like another location. I actually have some fondness for stopping and charging and seeing where I'm at and stretching my legs a little bit, but some people may be very particular about that. But that's just like a little pro tip before I sign off. While we're at the other Buc-ees, I did purchase a couple of shirts. I got the Christmas shirt, I got the Halloween shirt. I also got some of the almonds. They have like this, or no, pecan. It's the pecan trio that has like white chocolate, milk chocolate, and like a honey glaze. And we also got a, I believe it was a brisket sandwich, which was really good. I don't think we purchased anything else. I think that was it. My husband actually purchased some of the coffee, but it was the light roast to drink. And I actually liked the flavor. It was just super light. So it almost tastes a little watery, but it had like a really nice, like nutty flavor to it. It would not shock me if there's like some elements of like an undertone of like pecan, because we are in Georgia. So, and pecans are wildly popular in the South. I've asked my husband while he's at this Buc-ee's, if they happen to have it, if he could pick up like a dark roast coffee bean so that way I can make some coffee at my mom's. With that being said, I just wanted to follow up with you all to say, like a quick thank you to all the responders and for all of those folks who have been helping, whether it's through your donations, whether it's through cleanup, whatever it is that you're doing to really help people that have been impacted by Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. This is, like I said earlier, my first year living in Florida. I have never, ever dealt with a hurricane of that magnitude. When it was Helene, it was like, okay, there's a hurricane, but because it wasn't directly coming through Central Florida, the weather was gnarly. But Milton really scared the crap out of me. The weather was horrible. I thought so many moments of just like recording, but then I just cared more about my safety and like staying mentally sane than I did about picking up a camera and trying to record anything. That's me personally. So I don't have any footage of the hurricane, but it was just super scary, super terrifying. I really did not get a lot of sleep. We lost power throughout the night. Like it started off as a flicker and then lost power. It was just, we really didn't get any sleep. And the whole time we were going through it, I just kept thinking like, God, please don't let this home get damaged. Please protect our neighborhood. Please protect our neighbors. Like I was praying so hard. Please protect, people in Florida. Please like cover everyone. Please protect those that are seeking shelter, like just all the things running through my head. And our home did not get any damage. There was just debris. There was some cleanup that we had to do. We did lose power, so we're dealing with like power outages. It's just been a very long day. And by the time we finished with cleaning and doing everything we had to do, I was like, I just wanted to get out. I was thinking about seeing my mom anyway. Her birthday is next week. It was just even further of a reason to just be like, let's leave. I just wanted to get out of that environment. And I had some colleagues that were like, Jillian, are you going to evacuate? And it was just one of those mixed things, because I think we felt as if had we evacuated, and there are certain parts in our area. So I live in Orange County. There were certain neighborhoods, communities within Orange County that were evacuated. Those neighborhoods that were evacuated were because they were in flood zones. mostly the community of like Tampa. If you lived in like a Gulf located city, a city located on the Gulf, you were evacuated. Like that was just like a no-go. And then if you lived in a flood zone in my area, you were evacuated. Thankfully, we were not mandated to evacuate. At the end of the day, I'm happy that we didn't, because what I was scared about is if we had evacuated, if there was any damage, we wouldn't be around, because this is a long drive to get from basically Orlando, Florida to Nashville. It is a long drive. I think it's around like 12 hours. And this is if you aren't charging. We're charging, so that adds time to the trip. I did not have it in me to want to evacuate. Now, had we been mandated to evacuate, absolutely, I would have followed, the recommendation of local government and state government to leave. So I also want to emphasize that. Like, if I ever find myself, I hope that we do not have any more hurricanes for the rest of the season. I hope that we're done. I hope that this is it, because I don't think that this state can take any more. So I hope that we're done. And it's like, not only to have hurricanes, but to have tornadoes on top of that, which are not typically synonymous with Florida. It's just been brutal. And there are some families that are hurting right now. There are some families, some individuals who have completely lost their home. We are not in that situation. I'm grateful that we are not in that situation. I'm grateful that we're even able to have a place to go. There are some people that maybe had to go to a shelter, or maybe found themselves stuck in a rough position because maybe they didn't have transportation. I will say, I will give Florida credit that because the state is used to dealing with natural disasters, that they were pretty much on top of dealing and navigating the situation as quickly as possible. So the first responders and the utility vehicles, there have just been so many people that were quick on the ground as soon as it was safe enough for them to be able to go out and to help and to provide assistance. As I said, on this drive for miles and miles and miles, going further south of Florida, we saw, and I wish I would have captured more of this footage, but again, I was driving. There were just so many utility. I've just never seen anything like it. And because this state is used to this kind of inclement weather, there was such a proactiveness to react and to try to help people, get people to safety. I have not seen emergency preparedness to this level. So I think to see local government, state government, federal government, it was just nice to see everything work in concert. There's been a lot of misinformation that's been going out there. I'm not trying to get too political with this, but I have to say what I have to say. And if it offends certain people, it's not my intention to offend anyone. You do not have to watch my videos. It's a-okay with me. It's fine. But there's a lot of misinformation about, federal government not having money and, what is FEMA doing? That has not been what I have seen. Mind you, I have not been in Tampa. This is just seeing the record number of just help that has been coming to Florida. And if you look up the information for yourself, if you go on the actual FEMA website, these emergency crews have been on the ground, active in North Carolina, in Georgia, in Florida, any other places that have been impacted by Helene, by Milton. It serves no purpose to just spread disinformation. People are doing the very best they can to come in to help. And I just think it's kind of sad that we are in this place now where everything has become so divisive, when that in fact is not the case. The other thing is, as someone who has gone through this for the first time, this is not normal. It is not normal to have these crazy back-to-back hurricanes in such a short period of time. It's not normal for the state of Florida to have 17 tornadoes. That is wild. climate change is driving the effects of the severe weather patterns that we're seeing everywhere, not just in the state of Florida, with the wildfires that have happened in Hawaii, with just in general, the wildfires that have been happening in the state of California, just the crazy weather. I mean, look at what happened with Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. I never would have thought I would have seen a tropical storm, a hurricane, impact the state of North Carolina. This stuff is wild. It is not normal. And if you are someone that is a climate change denier, I truly, truly implore you to open up your mind a little bit, do some research, and ask yourself, why are these things happening? These are not just acts of God or acts of nature. Like I said, I'm not trying to get super political and go down into the weeds. It is 3:15 in the morning. I'm just saying that these things are not normal, and it's very scary, especially when you are going through them and when you are impacted by these things. I would love to see us do a little bit better to have these conversations and figure out ways of doing what we can to reduce the impact of climate change. And there are so many people that are doing so much work around this. But I'm just saying, the stuff was scary. It was scary. I feel grateful. I feel very humble that we're coming out of this with no significant damage. It was just very frightening going through that whole experience. So stay safe out there. Again, like, my heart goes out to anyone that has been impacted by Helene or by Milton. And with that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your week. If you're able to help by, your prayers, your donations, if you are someone that is able to be a part of a response crew, anything like that, it is just so helpful. So thank you to anyone that has been out there trying to help families that have been impacted. With that being said, I will check in with you all while we're in Nashville. Hopefully I'll be able to take you along some parts of the experience. We'll see. With that being said, I'll check in with you later and see you on the next journey.